Meantime, new outrage developing today in the IRS political targeting scandal, with some calling an email chain a smoking gun now that proves Lois Lerner was going after conservatives. The emails started with an invitation sent to Republican Senator Charles Grassley that referenced travel expenses. Well, Lerner, by accident, she received that email, and then she wrote this: "Looked like they were inappropriately offering to pay for his wife. Perhaps we should refer to exam." Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron live on Capitol Hill with the very latest. So, Carl, what is the latest on this new evidence?
It's very clear that there's going to be a lot more expanded investigation. This is the type of thing that shows that the IRS investigations, such as they were or were not, targeted not only American citizens and groups, nonprofit groups, social welfare groups, but also U.S. senators. And it's going to make a lot of noise. Let's look at that graphic one more time of what Lerner wrote to a colleague. It really is important to get the language of this. Looked like they were inappropriately offering to pay for his wife, his obviously being the senator. Perhaps we should refer to exam. Now, exam is a term of art in the IRS which essentially talks about the beginning of the process to launch an actual audit. In this particular case, it was based upon an invitation given to Grassley and his wife to take part in a weekend event, and another staffer in the IRS responded to her inquiry and actually knocked it down, and went on to essentially say that they don't want to go after this because it's legal what was happening. Listen to what was written by one of the colleagues. He said, "Not sure we should send to exam. I think the offer to pay for Grassley's wife is income to Grassley and not prohibited on its face." Senator Grassley issued a statement yesterday saying that this is very troubling, and it was a very measured statement. And he's been referring to a hand card that he keeps in his suit so that he doesn't deviate his language. That is a clear indication that there are going to be very specific investigations as to how this happened. Republicans are already going into the IRS investigation very, very aggressively and believe that they're being stonewalled and the administration is covering up. This comes in the context of Lois Lerner's personal emails between 2009 and 2011 allegedly having been disappeared in a computer crash. Republicans are furious. They're very skeptical. They're alleging that this is a deliberate attempt to block their investigation. Now that investigation will include whether or not U.S. Senator Charles Grassley was targeted. It is very worth remembering here, Gretchen, that he is the ranking Republican on the Senate Finance Committee. That means if the Republicans were to take over the majority next year, he would be the chairman of it. The Finance Committee writes taxes. It has jurisdiction over the IRS. Grassley has also been a ranking member and a chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Look for this to cause a lot of stir at the Department of Justice, prompted by this. Gretchen.
Wow. It's the story that doesn't go away. Carl Cameron, thank you so much.